Alright, so today this is going to be a brand new recipe for me that I'm going to be trying out, which is going to be a zucchini bread. I've made banana breads, I've made carrot breads, I've made maybe some other type of breads, but I've never heard or made a zucchini bread. But I've been obsessing over zucchini, so I definitely want to try this recipe. This recipe I did get from Pinterest. In her recipe she has it to make 2, but I only got 1 loaf tin, so I'm going to be halving or trying to halve her recipe, but I'll leave her link where I got this recipe from down in down in the description below if you want to check that out. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and make some zucchini bread. This recipe seems so simple, so I'm definitely excited to try it. So in this bowl we're going to add all of the dry ingredients. So we want 1 cup of plain flour. Want to add 3/4 cup of sugar, just white sugar is fine. A teaspoon of bicarb soda, about half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to be taking a whisk just to get this all nice and combined. And because I didn't sift it, the whisk will kind of help to get out all the lumps. Alright, now I'm going to set that to a side and switch out to just a bigger bowl, and now I'm going to crack in. See, her recipe says 3 eggs, but because I'm halving it and I don't want to mess around with 1.5 eggs, I am going to do, because the other liquid is oil. She wants 3/4 cup of oil. So I reckon I'm going to do just 1 egg and do half a cup of oil. I reckon we'll do 1 egg. And you just want to beat this up first. And yeah, so we're going to add in, to do 1 loaf, we want half a cup of oil. I'm using olive oil, you can use vanilla oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil. We're adding in a teaspoon of vanilla, which this is pretty much done as well. So when it decides to come, there it is. I'm just going to try and get the rest out of here. Now we're just going to give this a mix to get it all combined. And I did forget 1 ingredient in with the flour, which is the cinnamon. We want to do about, we'll do a teaspoon of cinnamon. Alright, so now we're going to be adding our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients and just give this a mix just to combine. Which, I shouldn't have used the whisk, to be honest. I knew that wasn't going to end well. That's why I do have this next to me. I just didn't think about it. This is definitely a bit too thick. It's not really a cake consistency, so it does feel cool though. I'm just going to beat 1 more egg. So yeah, we'll do 1 more egg and hopefully that helps. Otherwise, another good idea to try thin out cakes is to add milk, but we don't have any milk. I haven't gone to the store, but that's alright. We'll just combine this egg in. I think with this consistency, I would definitely add in, even if it's just like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of milk. But we're just going to roll with it because I don't really want to add water because it's got oil in, and I don't really want to add any more oil because you can see there's quite a lot of oil. So just for now, I'm going to roll with it. If you make it at home and your consistency is like this, just add in, yeah, just try like a teaspoon or a tablespoon just to thin it out a little bit, but you don't want it to be too runny, of course, but that's fine. We'll roll with that. Alright, so our next step is walnuts. We want to do about a cup of walnuts. So I'm just doing about 3 handfuls there. And yeah, you just want to chop them up. It doesn't matter how fine, if you don't actually like biting into chunks of walnuts, which, I don't know, I'm fussy. A little bit of a chunk is fine, but I don't like them too chunky at all. So definitely do it more finer, but if you actually quite like the chunks, then just roughly chop them and you're good to go. And add it to my bowl, and I'm just going to keep going until all of these walnuts are done. So in total, about a cup of walnuts. Alright, and one more thing is we're going to want about 1 cup of grated zucchini. So, and also on the grate, I'm doing just the regular grate. You don't need to do it fine because it's going to be thin slithers anyhow, and they are quite, like, got a lot of water in them. and they'll just break down as it cooks. Alright, so I think that's plenty. That was pretty much like 2/3 of a zucchini that I used. So we're just going to add it in as well. And then you just want to give this a quick fold just to get it nice and combined. So I just lined a loaf tin with some baking paper. I don't like grease it or anything. I just chuck in the baking paper and she is good to go. I'll transfer this into here. This looks so cool because obviously zucchini is green, and I've never made something like this with green in it before. Otherwise it's pretty much similar, like the cinnamon and the walnuts, to banana and carrot. But yeah, they taste so different from each other, the banana cakes and carrot cakes, or banana loaves or whatever, banana breads. So I'm so keen to see how the zucchini one turns out. Alright, so now this is going to go into a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius, fan force, for 1 hour, and then we'll come back. Alright, so here is the zucchini bread. It was exactly 1 hour in the oven, and I pulled it out. And I had it left in its tray for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, just to cool down a little bit. And then I transferred it from inside of its tray to a cooling rack. And now, this is what we got. So that looks incredible. I'm definitely keen to give this a try. So I'm going to go in for a slice. But yeah, because I do want a picture with butter on, I'm just going to try it with the butter. Otherwise, generally I would try it without first. And banana bread. I do butter, so I don't know if this is normal or not, butter on zucchini bread, but I'm just assuming it will be. So hopefully that's fine. Alright, so let's try the banana bread. I mean, not banana bread, what is it? Zucchini bread. Wow. Nowhere near as sweet as what banana bread is. I do like the butter on it. Yeah, the butter's melting a little bit, because apparently mine's not completely cool yet. Whoops, but that's fine. I love the top. The top is like a really nice crisp. It's not hard or crunchy. I think it's like maybe the sugar's caramelized a bit on the top. Top's good. Overall, this is really good. But it's definitely more savory, or more on the savory side than sweet, comparing to like banana bread or banana cake, or carrot bread or carrot cake. I highly recommend though. Now I'm kind of wish that I did do the original batch, to make 2. Oh well. So that's all for today's video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe down below so you don't miss out my future videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!